So, this is it. You are scored on my heart, Clark. You were from the first day you walked in. You changed my life so much. This is the most exciting sentence of Me Before You, written by Jojo Moyet. Pauline Sarah Jo Moyet is a British novelist and journalist who was born in 1969 and grew up in London. Jojo has won the Romantic Novelist Award twice, and Me Before You has been nominated for Book of the Year at the UK Galaxy Books Award. Jojo studied at the University of London and she won a bursary financed to attend the postgraduate newspaper journalist course at the City University. She became popular in 2014 with her masterpiece Me Before You, selling over 8 million copies. Other important works are Sheltering Rain, The Last Letter from Your Love, Honeymoon in Paris, and Paris for One.
When I was a kid, this used to be my favourite place in the whole world.
I think this would still be my favourite spot.
That's because you haven't been anywhere.
Oh, so where's better than this then?
Paris. Place Dauphine, right by the Pont Neuf. If I shut my eyes now, I know exactly.
Called Lou, who lives in a typical town in the English countryside. She is 26 and she must find a new job after being laid off from a cafe to help her family. Her spunkiness is pushed really far when she accepts a new job. She finds work as a caregiver for wheel trainer, a cynical former banker who was completely paralyzed by a motorcycle accident 2 years prior, which changed his life radically. Lou will convince his Will that life can still be lived, proposing new and different activities every day. Their relationship at first is very difficult because Will is tired of his tetraplegic life and wants to die. Then, day by day, their relationship will become closer and their feelings will become stronger too.
Move closer. You smell fantastic. You know you never would have let those breasts so near to me if I was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, well, you never would have been looking at these breasts if you hadn't been in a wheelchair.
What? Of course I would.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You would have been too busy looking at the leggy blondes, the ones you can smell an expense account at 40 paces. And anyway, I would have been over there serving the drinks. One of the invisibles. Am I right?
Yes, but in my defence, I was an arse.
Yep.
Do you know something, Clark? You are pretty much the only thing that makes me want to get up in the morning.
Then let's go somewhere. Anywhere in the world, just you and me. What do you say? Say yes, Will. Go on.
Okay.
It's gotta get easier and easier somehow.
I can't. You can do anything.
Falling easier and easier somehow. Call it easier.
I don't want you to miss all the things that someone else could give you.
I have become a whole new person because of you.
When you start reading Me Before You, you don't have the total knowledge to read a very intense and complex book for the topic that is treated. When you analyze better the novel, soon it's clear that the story is narrated with delicacy and elegance, and there is feeling between the author and the reader. In the book, Jojo Moyet tells about love, courage, euthanasia, and risks, giving the point of view of each character to let us reflect and understand better the story. When you watch the film, instead, at first, you have the sensation to be involved in the story and to understand that the topic is serious and touching, and that there is any happy ending. Unfortunately, the only point of view is the one of Luisa. In spite of in the film there aren't some important particulars, for me the emotion is equal in both the versions. A very important theme like euthanasia in the film is explained with levity, instead in the book is explained with details and in a deep way. Effectively, the story was very dispersive to be concentrated in just 110 minutes. That's why, in the film, Lou's father, Bernard, is not so ironic and he results more intelligent than in the book version. The same thing is for Georgina, Will's sister, who lives in Australia, because in the film she doesn't exist. Also, the character of Patrick, Lou's boyfriend, is superficial in the film respect to the book, who is explained better.
Another big difference is between the two sisters, when in the book their relationship is stronger because Katrina, the younger sister, is considered more intelligent, creating jealousy in Luisa. Instead, in the film, a big complicity is developed each other, as if they are friends. If you love it, set it free. You always repeat this sentence, looking your partner in the eyes, as if you want to convince him of your profundity, because it makes you feel mature, but when you have to really do it, it's one of the most difficult things in the world, because human being is selfish, especially in love. He is blind in front of other expectations, and when he is really involved, he would hold the partner. This is what happens between Luisa and Will. So, a theme like euthanasia becomes a larger theme, and so that you have to take your own control of your life and live as you want. This is an exhortation to not to be satisfied and to live every instant as it would be the last one. This theme of euthanasia is explained in a levity way in the film, as if you already know the tragic ending, as if you already know the real Will's intention. Instead, in the narrative version, it is explained with lots of details and in a deep way, focusing on each idea or sensation that Will has until he takes his final decision. In both the versions, the author wants to let us notice his desire of Luisa to convince Will to not abandon her, but then he will convince her that his decision is the right one for each other. He will spur her to smile and to continue living fully her life, leaving her a letter where he writes these words: "Don't think of me too often. I don't want you to think of you getting all maudlin. Just live well, just live."